Hello, today we'll be discussing how CPIT201 can be improved. My name is Mutasam Bamashmus and I'll be working with.
بعد الغامدي.
مدني أشقان.
And Muhammad Al-Jadaibi.
Great. Now, what is CPIT201? CPIT201 is an introductory course all first-term students at the Faculty of Computing and Information Technology take. It is an introduction to computing and teaches the students basic computer science. It teaches them binary and it teaches them the basics of algorithms, programming, and the operating system. And also it teaches them about the internal components of computers. It is an introduction to some of the facilities majors which students choose after their first term. Now, while CPIT201 is a great introductory course, it does have some issues, and today we'll be discussing what some of those issues are and some solutions for them. The first issue will be discussed by Sad.
My idea is the side effect of too much homework. This year, due to Corona pandemic, CPIT 201 second midterm was replaced with homework worth 30% of total grade. This much homework can make the student feel stressed. Also, some homework requires a lot of time and effort. We also face a difficulty with the date of the homework due to its short duration, and some homework on which we see new ideas to increase the difficulty of the homework. There is no rest period on homework. When you finish homework after few days, new homework is issued, and that can cause the person to dislike the subject. Uh, so the homework should be reduced and issued with sufficient time for the student to be able to solve the homework comfortably. If you want to see student skills, you should not be short them. It is better to have a homework and appropriate time, while providing suitable time to develop their skills.
Okay.
Great idea, Sad. Now, let's hear what Madani has to say.
The problem I'm presenting is real life exercises. Some of the course materials or contents don't present any real life usage for what they are teaching us. Uh, For example, the conversion between the different numeric systems like binary, decimal, hexadecimal, etc. They only tell us to convert from one to another, but now not how we might use these conversion to solve real life problems, which in the long run isn't very helpful. It doesn't teach the student it doesn't make them retain the concept they are being taught. They become easily forgettable. The solution I'm presenting is the course needs to have some kind of exercises where we have to fix a problem. For example, a Java program or a Python program, or for the program to run successfully without any errors, it needs to do some kind of conversion between a numeric data to a specific type, like binary to decimal, decimal to hexadecimal, hexadecimal to binary, etc. There are all kinds of conversions with each having specific steps that you have to follow, which can be overwhelming. So that's why I think this kind of exercises can hugely improve the retaining of the concept we are being taught in this course. Having real life examples and real life experience using the concept we are being taught can hugely improve the learning experience for the student.
Fantastic idea and good examples. And now let's hear what Muhammad has to say.
Okay. Some of the pitfalls with the slides. The slides had some pitfalls, including that the slides were not sufficient enough to understand the curriculum. For example, the numeric system and the conversion between hexadecimal, decimal, and octal. The slides did not make the students fully understand. Some of the students had to watch some videos on Google and to know how to do the conversions by themselves. And also the course material is imbalanced. The first few chapters have some math and conversions, and the last 6 or 7 chapters are all theoretical and don't have any math. This can be repetitive and boring for the students. And the third problem is that the slides are not clear. During lectures, we always see the professor see a typo or a mistake in the slide, and they fix it. And sometimes the slides don't persuade the idea that the course wants to say. So the solutions for these pitfalls is to first improve on the context of the slides, change up the course material to make it better and to make students better understand the course. And the second solution is to balance the course and reorder some of the slides. The slides need to be reordered to have some math and some conversions in between all the theoretical ideas. And the third solution is to rewrite the slides and fix the mistakes and typos in them. Thank you.
Good ideas. Good solutions, Muhammad. Now I'll be talking about my issue. The professors in CPIT rely too much on the PowerPoint slides. The teaching method they use is where they just read off the slides and then the students take down notes. Would work for some students that prefer that method, but it's a bad teaching method for others. This teaching method can cause some difficulty in understanding and comprehending the course for others, as they cannot just, the way they learn is not just by being able to read off a slide and writing down notes. While this teaching method is understandable because this semester is in an online learning environment, there are other teaching methods that can help make the learning easier on students. I think the CPIT professors should take some of the teaching methods that the Programming 1 professors use. For example, in Programming 1, after every few slides, there are checkpoints in the slides with practice based on the previous slide, so the students can see if they understand it or not. And if they for some reason they were not able to understand the previous slides, the practice might help them understand better. Also, another thing that the Programming 1 teachers do is they have labs, which is where the students are able to practice what they just learned with the professor's help without the pressure of a grade. CPIT does not have either of these teaching methods. The teachers just go through the slides and the students try to understand without any practice in between. And also, there's no practice without a grade. The students are just learn from the slides, and then they are given an assignment, and that can cause them to be stressed out and not do their best on the assignment. Now, let's talk about the conclusion. Let's conclude the slides.
In conclusion, CPIT 201 does have some issues like having too much homework, not enough real life exercises, and issues with the slides, and problem with the teaching method overall. It was unavoidable due to the corona pandemic, but with some minor improvements we can fix most, if not all, of its problem. In return, that will improve the students' learning experience and raise the average grades to a higher standard, further boosting the department's reputation. Does any of you want to add anything?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
Thank you for listening for our presentation.